Thank you, Commissioner Joanne Hardesty, and thank you, PBOT Director Chris Warner, for your remarks. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. My name is Reza Farhoodi. I'm the Planning and Transportation Committee Co-Chair for the Pearl District Neighborhood Association. I joined the PDNA in 2012, and if you had told me that a decade from then we would be opening a brand new pedestrian bicycle bridge over I-405, I simply would not have believed you, given everything that had happened 4 years prior. But the Flanders Crossing wasn't first proposed during the 2008 mayoral election, nor was it first proposed during the Burnside-Cooch plan in the mid-2000s. It actually got its origins in the 1972 downtown plan, a full year before this section of freeway officially opened. So even back then, the city knew that this was a critical active transportation link for our system. This bridge will establish a gateway for people walking, biking, and rolling across the freeway between two of the highest density mixed-use neighborhoods in the region, both of which have a substantial percentage of renters and lower income residents. But this is not a bridge for the Pearl District, nor is it a bridge just for Northwest District, or just a bridge for the Central City. But this facility is part of a citywide and regional asset known as the Flanders Neighborhood Greenway. And today marks the next, but not yet final, step towards creating a safe walking and bicycling route along Flanders Street from the West Hills to Willamette River that was envisioned nearly 50 years ago. While this facility won't truly be complete until the opening of a new crossing at Nadeau Parkway, this bridge is worth celebrating for all the hard work that it took to make a reality. And I just want to talk a little bit about how this bridge eventually got funded and built. I first would like to thank several community advocates for their tireless efforts, including Gene Harrison with Northwest District Association, Ryan Hashigan with Old Town Community Association, and Patricia Gardner, the longtime president of the PDNA, who relentlessly promoted the Flanders Bridge on project stakeholder committees decades after it had been forgotten. So thank you. I would also like to thank former Commissioner Steve Novick and former PBOT Director Leah Treat for their leadership when the city submitted and won the statewide lottery grant that paid for a portion of this bridge. Finally, I would like to thank PBOT staff for their contributions to this project, including project managers Nicole Pierce, Dan Layden, Scott Cohen, and Brianna Orr, traffic engineer Andy Sullivan, and last but not least, transportation planner Zeph Wagner. For without his pivotal role as the project's internal champion at the Bureau several years ago, this bridge simply would not exist today. Zeph managed the early project development and wrote the Connect Oregon grant, which highlighted the economic benefits of building this bridge as part of a new neighborhood greenway in downtown Portland. Between the Northwest Pearl and Old Town districts, tens of thousands of jobs are based in these neighborhoods alone, and many of these workers live on the east side and commute across the river. Having this direct connection from the East Bank Esplanade and Steel Bridge river crossing, we wanted to make the case that this project would provide these employers, would it help these employers attract and retain employees by providing a safe, low-stress option for people walking and bicycling compared to Everett and Gleason streets. These are roads that are busier, lack bicycle lanes east of I-405, and require crossing high-speed freeway ramps, in addition to having only one narrow sidewalk on each of these bridge overpasses. We also wanted to highlight the seismic resistance that a new bridge over I-405 could provide, and that it would be designed to accommodate emergency vehicles in the event of an earthquake. You may not realize that every bridge over I-405 standing today is vulnerable to failure, in addition to the viaduct section of freeway north of Gleason Street. So having this emergency lifeline in place is critical to both the city and the region. Based on these benefits, the neighborhoods worked with Zeph and PBOT staff to assemble an impressive coalition of neighborhood and business associations, local institutions, and major employers along the route that submitted letters of support for the Connect Oregon grant. This list includes the Pacific Northwest College of Art, the Oregon College of Oriental Medicine, Legacy Good Samaritan Hospital, Girding Edlin, Vestas, Airbnb, Mercy Corps, Zoom Plus, and many more. While we weren't always assured of success during the project selection process, thanks to the power of our advocacy, we eventually secured what was then, and will forever be, the highest Connect Oregon Bike Ped Grant Award in statewide history. But the opening of this bridge today doesn't mark an end of this effort, but rather a beginning, as we continue to restitch the urban fabric torn apart by this freeway all these decades ago. Together, we are working to strengthen the link between our two neighborhoods, improve regional access to jobs, increase the resiliency of our transportation network, and make the strategic investments that will keep Portland a desirable place to live, work, and visit, while helping the city reach its adopted mode share and climate action targets in the years to come. Let's keep that momentum going. Thank you very much.